Welcome back, everyone. J-Bone here for Smash This Podcast. It's a new episode of J-Bone's Jacked Up Jukebox, where we talk anything music related going on that hits me, I want to talk about. I got the coffee going in the Smash This Podcast mug. You can get yours in the link below. Check out the merch. Hit all the socials up down below. But we're not here to talk about all that. We're here to talk about the unfortunate passing of Metal Church's lead singer, Mike Howe. Man, this is a big one for the metal world because he was such a tremendous singer. And as far as like metal singers, I put him up there because like one of my favorite albums, and this goes back, I checked how old this album is. My go-to Metal Church is Human Factor. And it came out 30 years ago. And man, when that hit Headbangers Ball back in the day, that just blew me away. That made me an instant fan. I know I've heard stuff like, "Oh, the album before sold better," but that's not what, I didn't hear the stuff on that one. This one was my go-to, and the stuff that came out within the last handful of years when he came back to the band. Man, he still had it. I remember, whatever was it, Metal Blade, whatever record company that their Metal Church was a part of at the time. They put out kind of a promotional video to show Mike in the studio that he was back with the band, and it showed some studio footage of him doing vocals. And oh my God, I had instant goosebumps. I was like, oh, thank God he's back with the band. Because, you listen to bands for a while and then you just, you listen to other stuff and you don't necessarily forget about them. But, you just, if you listen to music as much as I do, you just listen to so many different things. And then sometimes you just get away from certain bands and then you go back to them. And Oreo says hello. She's always getting into trouble, aren't you? Yes, you are. Behave. So, I just wanted to get on here and talk about Mike. And I had the pleasure of seeing Metal Church once, and I feel bad I didn't see him when they came around here. Because I actually came around here to Wisconsin. So many bands just, hopscotch Wisconsin. They go to Illinois, they go to Michigan and whatever. They just skip Wisconsin. The Metal Church came to Wisconsin a few times within the last handful of years when Mike came back to the band. And I always wanted to go see him, and I never did. And I'm kicking myself so bad now. But I did see them once back 30 years ago. It was like the summer of, I want to say it was the summer of 92. And that was the summer I saw Metallica down at Summerfest. And that was one of those really rare things. Like if you go see Metallica now, you're going to pay an arm and a leg for, good seats or whatever. I was hanging out with a friend, and he had a couple guys that he ran into that he knew. And all of a sudden he was complaining about how he couldn't go see Metallica that night because he had to work, and he was stuck with this ticket that he couldn't sell. Well, and I was like, well, how much? Yeah, don't mind the cattail. Oreo's just doing laps here. I was like, well, what do you got for tickets? He's like, well, I got this one bleachers seat for $5. Like, you'll never ever get a ticket again for Metallica for $5. I whipped the five out of my wallet so fast, and I'm like, sold. I want to go see Metallica. So I saw Metallica summer '92. Metal Church opened, and I remember getting in there like partway through the set, and I don't remember like all the songs that they did live, but I know they did Human Factor and Date with Poverty. They did a few off, the new one. And man, I just remember, I mean, that's like, that was one of those things. It didn't matter where you sat in that place. That dude's Mike's voice just, man, just shook the whole place, just amazing. I'll never forget that. And of course, Metallica was cool, but I was, one of the, like, I'd say like more up and coming bands at the time, I guess you could say, metal wise. Man, what a voice. So yeah, I just wanted to get on here and talk about this a bit. And I truly do feel bad because I've had so much on my plate, so many different things that I want to get on here and talk about. And I was going to get on here last night and catch up on a bunch of wrestling stuff. And then this hit and it just completely took the wind out of me. So I decided to do this earlier today. And I didn't even do a video for Jeff LaBar. That was in the works too. So I want to just take a minute and mention Jeff LaBar, who also recently passed within the last, week or two, whatever it was, from Guitars to Cinderella. Oh, man, just absolutely tragic. So many good memories of, Cinderella. And I had the pleasure of seeing them, it was like once or twice, I believe. I'd have to go check my old scrapbook, but I know I saw them like on their big comeback tour. Oh gosh, it had to have been late 90s, 98, 99, one of those. It was like around the time that the greatest hits came out. It was around that time. Yeah, just great memories of that band. And then this morning, kind of a somber thing, this whole video is kind of a somber feel to it, but I'll wrap up with this one. I realized that Stone Temple Pilots is doing let's see here, deluxe 25th anniversary. So super deluxe, super 25th anniversary super deluxe edition of what the hell is it called here? The Tiny Music record, and it's got some different tracks on there, some unreleased stuff, some live stuff. It's all remastered, so it sounds like $1 million. And they got a single on there, and they just put a video out within the last week or so, and I've just found it now by accident, called And So I Know. Oh, man. So good. Just so good. The classic stylings of Stone Temple Pilots. And it's not a knock on their new singer, but man, nothing beats the classic stuff, So, Street Walking Cheetah is watching on the Twitch. What is up, man? He says, I'm 50, watching all these dudes I listened to and watched so many times over the years pass away is really rattling me. Also, all the albums I like decades old isn't helping me either. Well, yeah, and that's one thing I've tried to do over the last couple of years is do like anniversary videos of certain things. Oh wow! It says I saw Cinderella opening for Loudness of all people back in the summer. Oh, opening for Loudness of all people. Oh, back in the summer of '86, opening for Loudness. Oh wow! I got into Loudness a little bit, but it was when they had that singer in the I want to say early '90s, late '80s, early '90s, Mike, I believe. So, yeah, we just wanted to get on here and catch up on some stuff related to music, of course. Rest in peace, Jeff LaBar. Rest in peace, Mike Howe. And man, gonna crank some Metal Church. And I was reading up on Mike on his Wikipedia or whatever. And he wasn't the first singer of Metal Church. Their first lead singer also passed away about 10, 15 years ago or something. Very sad. So that's two singers they've lost. That's just crazy. And I'm not going to sit here and try to think of what they're going to do next. I'm not going to assume or guess anything like that. This is very, very sad. So yeah, I mean, I don't get too many people that tune in for these, but I appreciate everybody who does tune in. Hit that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications, all that good stuff. Yeah, I'm also going to listen to that band that Mike was a part of before he joined Metal Church. I think it was called Heretic. Something like that. I'm going to look that up on Spotify and give that a spin, see what he sounded like. And that was like right before he joined Metal Church too. I think it was mid 80s ish, something like that. I'll check that out. You should give it a spin too. The classic stuff. William Gardner's in the chat. What is up, brother? So, all right, this one's short and sweet. I've got a lot of stuff I got to try to catch up on. Plus, we're getting prepped for later tonight over that other little podcast called Total Nonstop Impact. It's Throwback Night, or like they like to call it now, Time Machine Tuesday, where they review all the NWA TNA pay-per-views back from the early 2000s. Hey, careful there, cat. We don't want to mess up the monitor here. Quit eating my monitor. My God, does your cat eat your monitor? Sounds like a really horrible start for an infomercial. Does your cat eat your monitor? Does your cat attack your computer? Well, I've got news for you. Now she's looking at me like, what the hell? Oh, man. So much love, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you. I might even do another news one related to wrestling like later tonight, whatever, before the Time Machine Tuesday, the TNI stuff later tonight. So take care, everyone. We're going to get out of here and check you later.